Hello everyone, we are here, we are live, we are ready to go. And speaking of ready to go, let's just punch this right away. So hello everyone and welcome. This is the vessel that you saw me struggling with right at the very end of last week. Just to sort of explain to people what this stream is about, the I Like Ike, which I know, I like the title, but I know it causes confusion, is the end goal of this sort of series of about 9 streams is to land on Ike, but I would like to unlock more technology first, and this being a Kerbalism modded game, science is a little bit harder to come by. It takes a little bit more work to get that science, so I'm trying to set up an infrastructure around the moon so that we can do some moon landings over and over again and really milk some science and unlock some nodes. So that's kind of what this is about. This is a fuel tanker that I was right at the end of the stream. I gave it one test launched and it crashed right off the bat because it was a little bit too wobbly. The reason why it was too wobbly, by the way, is because the decoupler, which is right in here, I actually had a fairing base still in there from a previous idea, and that's what was making this all a little bit too wobbly. Taking that out kind of fixed things up. We're about to lose these radio boosters. There we go, that went well. So this is, just to explain, a whole lot of fuel that is on its way, well, to 2 places. The first place it's going to go to is a set of relays that, unfortunately, the delivery vehicle for those relays about the moon ran out of fuel on its way to the moon, and this is got a little bit of fuel just up at the top to resupply that mission so I can finish it off, get those relays all inserted. They have faster antennas, so that hopefully will mean getting my science from the moon back to the KSC even quicker. And then it also has a whole lot of just oxidizer. These tanks here are just oxidizer and some monopropellant, and that's for my lander that is currently docked at the OHC station in orbit about the moon. I would like to do multiple landings, and for that it's going to need oxidizer. And so this is going to go to the relays, fuel up the relays, we'll insert the relays, and then it's going to make its way over to the space station where it will be there to refuel that lander. Speaking of that lander, right after this, my plan is to go to that station. The lander's fully fueled right now. It went up there fully fueled. I have scientists, I have engineers, I have pilots over there. I'm going to take it down to the surface of the moon and sort of get that science ball rolling right away right after this. So that's kind of what's going on with this stream. We're going to be working with landing on the moon. We're also going to be working with getting this to the relays and hopefully to the moon station. And that should hopefully take care of all of that. We're about to lose another stage. Didn't like that. Okay, have to do that manually. That happens. Had to play a little bit around with this back end. I think it looks really good though. I like the reflection of these Vernier engines on here. I had a Bobcat engine on here at the start of it, and then some people might realize that the Bobcat engine isn't really built as an orbital engine that can be reignited multiple times. So I had to put a Poodle engine on it, but that didn't quite have the thrust that's needed. So I also have 4 of these Vernier, what are they called? The Cub engines on the side there as well, just to give it a little bit of extra thrust that it needed. Otherwise, oh, there we are. We are at our target apoapsis, so things are going pretty good, yeah. Okay, so welcome everybody there in the chat. So hopefully this will all go, hopefully well. You can see here at the very top is a little tiny, that's for the relays. That's it. That's all the relays need. That's just how much I was short. Okay, so hopefully, yeah, this is hopefully going to be finally starting to get that science ball rolling. We'll get that science ball rolling some more next episode, and hopefully within a couple of episodes we'll be starting to plan that mission out to Ike. And while we're there, maybe we'll land a Duna at the same time, which kind of reminds me, I am now, by the way, I have updated my version of Kerbal Space Program. I am now in 1.12.4, the most recent one, and that meant reinstalling mods and all that kind of stuff. And it got me looking at my contracts, and this is the contract Windows Plus. I haven't been paying attention to the contracts I had, which is a little bit unfortunate. I finally organized them into separate missions here. So I have some contracts here. One is to rotate the crew, which is to get these 5, which are all the people that are on the station right now, back to the KSC. So I probably should think about doing that. As well, I have an engineering school contract, which is to bring Michael O. Kerman to Munar 5B, which is a lander sitting on the surface of the moon. He's got to do some repairs, and that will earn him a bunch of experience. Unfortunately, Michael is, well, playing pool in the astronaut complex, so that wasn't well planned out on my part. I should have brought him out to the station. And speaking of which, I also have Field Academy, Kerbal Academy Field Science Experiment to get Bob Kerman to land at a specific, in the moon's canyons, and do a surface sample there, and he'll get a ton of experience for that. But Bob is playing pool with Michael, so this was really not that well thought out. So I think I'll do the one landing, and then I think I'm just going to bring everybody back home. Yeah, I should have really thought that out a little bit better. As well, we got here to build a moon rover on the surface of the moon. I think that one might be kind of fun. There's a busted rover. We got to send some parts up there and fix it. And I got to figure out still what parts to bring, but that's coming up. Anyway, in the meantime, what do we got here? We still got another minute and a half, so let's time warp that. Get this ready to go. Norman says he's scared to land on Eve. Yes, referring to my, here we go. This thing's in orbit now. I think that's in reference to my flag. Ooh, it was a massive launch. I got 40,000 Kerb bucks for that. Cool, cool. Apoapsis and periapsis look fine. Okay, so that's done, that's done, that's done. Let's just stick this on here so I can ungimbal some of this here. Oh, yeah, that should be control. Once you're in space, that thing doesn't need that much gimbling. In fact, these guys really... Oh, I already have the gimbal limit off completely on those. They're just there for thrust, not for gimbling, which is kind of not what they're about. Okay, let's get ourselves to the moon here. Wow, that's what this stream's been all about. I don't know how many times you see me sending something off towards the moon. But it's been a fair amount. Okay, so as I mentioned, let's focus this on the moon here. Let's actually move forward in time a little bit. There we go. So as I mentioned, the first part of this mission is for it to find some relay satellites. So let's turn on our relays. Here are the relay. They're all 3 of them are on a single vehicle. We got to rendezvous with this thing. It's in an equatorial but elliptical orbit. So that's going to be job 1. So let's move that over. And the goal, whoops, I'm messing up with the time tools. Let's here. I'm gonna go. I can dial back this quite a bit here. And the goal is just to get this periapsis to just touch this orbit. This is really our target here. Let's set that as a target. I lost my maneuver. So I'm just trying to make this burn as cheaply as I can. Okay, there's a tiny inclination difference, but it's not bad. The one problem always with, yeah, I'm going to have to always debate, like this is the problem with an elliptical orbit, is it's very unusual for the periapsis to actually be in contact. I think I'm better off not looking at the periapsis, but just simply getting this orbit to just touch here. So let's put my energy into that. I can see I got to come up a smidge. So there's going to be, I think probably the correction would be better off just done in the Moon's SOI. So I think that's going to work pretty good. So there we go. All right, this burn's coming up in 13 minutes. So let's just get to that. Get this done. What's my TWR now? Oh, it's only 1 point. It's good. Run the Xman script. There we go. Oh, this is getting all ready. I was asked on my Discord, like, why Ike instead of Duna? It's like, Ike is underappreciated. And besides, I like Ike. Sounds good, I think. But might land on Duna too while we're there. But that's not even entered into the planning stage of all of this yet. Whoa, that started that burn really early. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. That was weird. Started the burn, I was doing this, you know, time to node thing, and it started the burn early. And I have no idea why, but okay, that's that. I can't even recall that ever happening before. Usually the KOS script that I have starts the burn right when the stock game thinks I should start to burn. Oh, I don't have the whole... Oh, I was looking at the node! Ahaha! I have to get into my settings. I was looking at this time till node. I don't have the time to start the burn thing. I got to turn that on. Because that's not on by default. And I just reinstalled the game. Well, that's silly. Okay, so nothing's wrong, I don't think. Should all be good. Let's look at this. Make sure it does it okay. It did all right. Did all right. Maybe a few puffs of RCS to sort of just like that. That's good. Okay. Yeah, what happened there? I don't have, if I go to my settings, all these things you got to remember to change. There's a setting here. Why it's not on by default, I have no idea. Advanced tweakables I want on for sure. Extended burn indicator I want on. Why aren't those on by default? I have no idea why. Why game? Why? Yeah. Okay, so next time that won't happen. So I was missing some burn indicators. Okay, let's I think I got to do a teeny tiny itsy bitsy little... Oh no, we're gonna wait until we're in the Moon's SOI, aren't we? Yeah, we are. It's so tiny. Gonna wait. Okay. So set up an alarm. Get alarm clock here. We'll add alarm for the sphere of influence change. That's coming up in 4 hours and 50 minutes. We'll close that. We'll tuck that over there. And otherwise, I think this thing is pretty good. Pretty ready to go. So we'll just pop over to our station. Let's turn these off, these on. Right. Come on, you want to be clicked on. There we go. And switch that. Let's do ourselves a moon landing. So this is a familiar site for people that have been following this series over the last little while, because I've been here a lot. So this is OHC station, my station in orbit. It's in a polar orbit about the moon. That way it passes over every biome that is available, and I got a whole whack load of Kerbals on here. And also what I have on here is a lander. You can aim at it. Park here, aim the camera there. So this lander is yeah, fully capable of landing down on the moon and coming up, and then I'm going to refuel it. And I was like going, oh, I would have loved... I don't have anywhere to put the oxidizer that's in here because this tank here is just liquid fuel. But then I realized, why don't I just use this for the first part of my descent and just get rid of it and crash it into the surface? That would seem like a smart thing to do. So who's going to go down? That's the thing. I should get a pilot. I don't think it really matters. Jeb, Jeb's got so much experience. I guess Lieutenant Kim. Lieutenant Kim is going down. There we go. Doesn't want to move that. Okay. Try that again. Lieutenant Kim. Put her in here. Oh, it's going to be that way. Oh, it just switched. And I also want a scientist. I don't think it really matters. Hector has planted a flag on Minmus, but has never been around the moon. And Mac of the G. Well, I'm going to go with Hector. Hector. Mac the G maybe next time. It's only a 2-crewed lander here. Okay, so next step. I am definitely reading the chat, but I do have trouble playing the game and reading the chat at the same time. Nikki's saying that. Nikki Tax. And I try to pick up what I can, but I can't promise to pick up everything. But I did pick up that. So, let's see here. I got to pick a place to land. That's what I got to do. I has to pick a place to land. So I'm going to open up. What am I going to open up? I'm going to open up my science archive. That's what's going to help me find a place to land. And we're going to go to the moon. And we're going to take a look at probably my best plan, since we're doing, is to do a surface sample. That way I can find all the places that I have put down Kerbals before. So surface samples on the moon. And you can see I've only ever done one in the northwest crater. So basically, just land anywhere but the northwest crater. Okay, that's easy to remember. Let's open up ScanSat. All right. And this is a biome map of the moon. The only place I can't go is the northwest crater. Oh, which has a flag in it. So there's the one place I've landed on the moon. I'd like to land in many, many more places. There is a waypoint here. Oh, I do have the ball. Okay, so this is showing my orbit. The blue is the orbit ahead of us. And I'm just trying to think. I can land anywhere. Why don't we just do this thing? Yeah, let's just detach and do this thing. As long as I don't go over the northwest crater, everything's good. So let's just do it. Let's just do it. No need to overthink this. Let's just undock. And use some RCS to sort of control from here just a bit. Which way? Yeah. Oh, I'm on the wrong. Haha. That makes a difference. Why is my RCS not working? Oh, it is. It's just very, very quiet. Okay. Okay, now we'll control from the capsule again. Command. Control from here. I do not think I have my reaction wheels on. I suspect I turned those off. Somewhere under control is there, and where's the toggle torque option? Oh my gosh. So many options. Okay, maybe under command? No. Oh wait, there are no reaction wheels in that thing, I don't think. I think the reaction wheels are hiding someplace else. Are these are batteries? Oh my gosh. Well, let's just get moving. Like, I don't think there's any reaction wheels if I'm... No, this thing doesn't want to... I have turned off the reaction wheels. Are there reaction wheels in this? I would have thought there were. I can't remember. Not there. Not under command, not under communication. I would have thought it was under control. Nope. Okay. Where are you hiding reaction wheels? There has to be some. I turned them off at some point. Are they built into the probe body for this guy? I don't think they are. Getting... Oh, I think I see him! I think I see him! Hooray! Toggle the torque. Okay, so there we go. We got torque now. All right, that's good. That's good. That's good. Why don't I, while I'm thinking about it, and I remember having this discussion last time, is edit the action group. And I made the choice to go to Action Group 7. I'm just going to do this with all my vessels. Action Group 7 is toggle reaction wheels. Okay, am I crazy? There we go. Toggle RW. I got thrown by the RW last time. Okay. Now we're on our way. Now we're on our way out of here. Let's pick a landing spot. So... Oh, we are kind of like right along the Terminator. Isn't that interesting? So let's, okay, that's cool. Let's get this out. Let's pick a landing spot. I don't want to land on this side because it looks like we're moving into the dark. Well, let's see. Okay. Yeah, our orbit is more on the light here. So let's pick a landing spot. In this zone. Is there any, like... Yeah, let's just do this. Maybe go for this Midland crater. That may be a good idea. Okay. So, we are here. We're going to do retrograde. Okay. Let's get ourselves, let's close, put this to the side. That's covering up my Navball. It's never good. Okay, we're going to get rid of alarm clock for now. Alright, bump, prograde. Let's go. So we're going to just sort of puff ourselves away from the station here just a little bit. We're about half an... Yeah. Put on RCS and just get away from the station. Not the most powerful of RCSs because there's still a lot of weight here. We're going to lose this lower stage. That should be good. I'll lose this. Let's look at it this way. So we're going to land in this zone up here. That's what we're going to go for. I believe this here is a Midland crater that we're going to be pretty close to. So let's get up here. Put this on retrograde. We should now not be crashing into the station, which is always a good plan, but just make sure we'll look. Station's below us, yeah. Alright. I don't think we have an engine yet. Nope. How about an engine? Okay. Filling, we're flying by the seat of our pants here. I'm gonna try land somewhere near this little crater here. We'll see how it goes. So right now I'm just kind of burning retrograde, getting my descent kind of started. Might bail on that idea. I don't know yet. I'm worried I might be just too much. How much Delta V do I got? I got a ton of Delta V. Why don't I make it for this crater? I think so. So we're gonna go a little bit further here, and then I'm gonna try and tweak my trajectory a little more this way. And that should be an anti-normal burn to pull. This is the crater I'm going for here. Can I pull that downwards? Yeah, that worked well. So I'm going to use a little bit of anti-normal and try and pull this trajectory this way. I'm pretty sure that's right. So I'm looking at, yep, the blue dots. Right. And this is the ScanSat does take into account the rotation of the moon, so that's really kind of handy like that. Put us right into that crater. That is a Midland crater, which is, I think, going to be super. All right. Maybe a smidge more into the sunlight, too. All right. I think we should be good. Yep. All right. A little bit nervous. I haven't done a powered landing in a while. I should look at it from out here. Yeah, let's knock off a lot more of this horizontal velocity. Try and bring this trajectory down even further. We're coming down from a pretty high altitude, so I got to sort of keep that in mind. I usually come down from a much lower altitude than this, so it's a little bit, feels a little sketchy, but hopefully, hopefully we'll be good. We are definitely on our way down now. Oh, I can start to see our craft. This must be the crater here, right in front of me. It must be in here. So I guess I'm going to go for this little valley right in there. Let's put this on surface right now. Knock off a little bit more. Going to be losing this lower stage pretty soon. You know what I think I'll do is take off a little bit. Okay, I'm out of that, so we will stage. Landing gear. Okay, now that thing is empty. It'll just crash into the moon. Now we just got this guy. Okay. I just want to really, just more or less, I'm watching these dots here. I always get people that go, do the suicide burn. I don't really do the suicide burn thing. Should be coming pretty much into this crater. Yeah, I'm into Midland crater, so I'm going right for this middle one. You can see the biome up here says that. I got to look. What's my terrain altitude, silly? Terrain, there we go. We're still 4.5 kilometers up, so we should be okay. Okay, let's kill more. This thing should have a lot of fuel. Or a lot of DV. Go a little more this way. Okay. This is not helping. I can see some thingies over there. I'm not sure if there's science. Let's stop talking. More thinking about what you're doing here, bud. Okay, we're going about straight down now. 500 meters. Ooh, it's slopey. She's slopey. Okay, we're down. Yeah, a little more slope. I should have gone more down into here. But, seems to be okay. Ladder. There we go. Okay, we're down. We're down. Now we should be doing science. I'm forgetting how all this works. We got a crew report that's being done now. It's going to take some time here. How do I look at that? Oh my gosh, it's been too long. Crew report is being collected and transmitted. Doesn't it tell you just how much? I guess maybe I just have to... Maybe it's already done. Here we go. Oh, 4 minutes on the crew report. Radiation scan and telemetry report and temperature scan has been done by probes clearly in the past. So we've got 4 minutes of crew report to do. In the meantime, it doesn't look like I'm really... Wow, this camera's being weird. Let's actually just get out. So Hector, you can be our first Kerbal here. Down you go. All right. Nicey nice. And then we'll get Lieutenant Kim to come down and join him. All right, I felt kind of nervous with that. You know, I feel like, I don't know, I always play around with these, and I think these have all changed when I reinstalled the game. It feels like my suits aren't what I normally would pick. But anyway, let's get back to Hector. Hector's going to plant a flag. This is the Twitch 4 is what this is called. So Hector, Hector, Hector. Where's your plant flag option here? There we are. Okay, so this is the Twitch 4. Landing 1. Hopefully first of many. And this is Hector and Lieutenant Kim. All right. And Hector is our scientist, so he should be able to do a surface sample and an EVA report. And that's going to take a little bit of time to collect. And also, what I should do is while he's doing that, get on Lieutenant Kim, because I got some of this surface science gear stuff. Start getting her out to start collecting some of this. So up we go. Get her inventory ready. Inventory, we also have this inventory. So what do we got here? This is... Oh, I don't know what's what. Okay, let's start. This is the goo thing. Okay, yeah. Start with that. So give her parachute. You take that. Okay, come on down, Lieutenant. We'll start putting down some of this surface science stuff. This comes from the what do you call it? The Breaking Ground DLC. So it's just space to place parts. So I think that's pretty good. Okay, let's go get some solar panels. Oh, I can hear noises. Noises are being made. Okay, that is... I'll get Hector to do the... These are solar panels, so let's grab one of these solar panels. There we are. Oh, that's very red. I guess it's... Why? Oh, maybe it's... Is it too slanty? Okay. That seems to be happier. Okay. Let's drop that down. Do they... Oh, yep, they're doing stuff. You just have to get them, I think, within a certain range of each other. You need an engineer to deploy them? I'm not... Do you? I always get confused. I do this so little, and then I get confused. If I need an engineer, I'm in trouble because I do not have an engineer with me. I have a pilot and a scientist. So if that turns out to be the case, I think you get a bonus or... I don't know. Whatever. It's going to be what it's going to be. It doesn't quite work. It'll at least look good. Okay, so put these guys down. Alright, we'll get Lieutenant Kim inside. I believe Hector should be done with his surface samples and junk by now. Oh, why don't you get your parachute back while we're thinking about it? Board, okay, and Hector. Yeah, unfortunately, I have the equipment that I's got, so yeah, I'm gonna put in what I got, and then that's gonna be it. Okay, so what I wanted, how do you? Oh, well, whatever. Let's... Whoa, 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 whoa. We got wobbly wobblies happening here. Okay, let's... Inventory here. This is... something. That is the seismic thingamabob. That's the official name for it. The seismic thingamabob. So I'm doing the science with the... I think, yeah, I'm using a scientist to deploy the science equipment. You might be right. I probably should have used an engineer. I think it just affects how, you know, this generates more power if you use an engineer, but I don't have an engineer. I could have put an engineer on here, but I just didn't. Okay, I think that's it for the stuff. Yeah, just a parachute in that one, so, okay, that's that. So don't have a lot of this stuff. This is the goo. I find this stuff doesn't work super great with Kerbalism anyway, so I'm not that concerned if it doesn't work great, but, I mean, at least it's out and it looks okay. Okay. And then, yeah, you gotta do... You get an F here to interact, so I'm gonna interact. I got some information here. I don't like this 0p per hour. It's also entirely possible I did this someplace else and this is already done. I don't know. I just had it in there, so I thought I'd use it. Interact again. Connected to... We got low voltage. Well, we are in the dark. That's probably not good. That might be part of the problem. This way, we get another interact. Interact. Yeah, I think right now I just don't have sun. So hopefully this will be working at some date in the future. If not, well, whatever. I got a couple more bits of equipment here to interact with. And then we got to get back out of here. That is the Grand Slam passive seismometer. And then finally over here. I kind of have these things a little close together. Whoa! Maybe we won't be able to turn on the seismometer. Oh wait, this is... Well, that's the other solar... Oh, I think I did that one. Didn't I? Interact. There we go. Nicely done. Okay. Now, he does have his science with him. Put it back on Hector here. Yeah, he's collected an EVA report. And he has a surface sample that says invalid situation. Oh, I just can't do it yet. But what's his date? Yeah, he does have stuff. So let's get him aboard here. Science. Transfer the data there. Okay, so that's that done. It can start doing what it needs to do. But one thing I'm looking at is There's those rocks over there. Can he collect himself a little rock sample? So I'm going to give that a go. Up you go. Seems pretty heavy. Oh, he's only got that. Okay. I'm going to watch that monopropellant because I don't want to run out of it. I don't know if what I see in front of me is just terrain scatter or if that's actually stuff that he can... I think it's stuff. Oh, I thought that was a good landing. Oh well. Up you go. See if we can grab a... Get out his little pickaxe thingamajig. I've been down with a rover and I've done those sort of... Oh, EVA report just got transmitted for 30 science. That's why we're here. Okay. And does it say anything to... Surface sample EVA report... There. I thought something changed. Pick up Moonstone. Pick away at that there, Hector. No science. Obviously, I did this the first time I was here. Okay, we'll go back. Back you go. Back you go. No more moon rocks for you. Alright, we're getting out of here. Bathe at lathe. I like that, Clay. Alright. Okay, I think the ladder's on the other side, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no, I see it. Oh! Nice. Alright. Up you go. Play pool on Jewel. Oh, God, you guys are throwing titles at me left, right, and center. Okay. We are going back to the station now. So we have successfully gathered everything that we can. We collected one surface sample, and we'll try and do some analysis of it in our science lab. That's the whole reason why it's there. But what we got to do is get it there. So we are coming from the north, right? Like the station. The worst thing in the world would be to go the wrong way. Yeah, we got to launch towards the south. Okay, so let's do that. So south is that way on the Navball. Okay, I think we're good. So let's go. That way. Yeah, I don't know which way it is on the screen, but it's that way. Okay. Off we go. And we'll just go this way until we get our Apple axis up to around 12 kilometers or so. And we'll rendezvous with our station. Looks good. Zooming over the surface. Okay, this can be back onto orbital. This can be back onto orbital. Set the station as a target. Do want to do that. The longer you spend down there on the surface, too, the more the moon rotates and the further away the station's going to get from you. So it is good to not dilly-dally, as it were. But this is going to be the last landing until we get some more fuel over there. Actually, it's the oxidizer specifically that I'm looking for. Okay, where are we at? Minute 40 seconds. Okay. Get a little closer. Moho, let's go. Probably missing some of them in there. Okay, let's no, I can wait. I can get it myself a little closer. Just looking at that time into apoapsis, and when it gets close to 0, I'm just gonna burn. Nothing too fancy. Okay, let's do it. Whoops. Ignitions do we got? Oh. Just looking at ignitions on these Twitch engines, because I do not have... Oh! It doesn't say... Well, there's reliability. Oh, 49 ignitions. Oh my gosh. These Twitches are awesome. Okay, I'm not quite... My periapsis is only 3.5 kilometers, so I should do a little bit more. Nicey nice. Okay. So, let's rearrange this so we're kind of upright. Well, maybe not locking on the prograde vector would be a good plan. So we look like we're in some semblance of control. Okay, let's arrange for our meeting up with the station. We're a little bit off because of just the moon rotating. That's what's going to happen. So let's do this at the... Oh, we're coming up to the ascending node here first. Sorry, let's delete that one. This is our first node we're coming up to. Let's see how close this gets us. Okay, that's not that close. Is it better at this end? Whoa, I just put a stack. Oh my god. I hate when you try to move the thing and then it... Oh, that's pretty darn close. Now if I slide this around, am I going to get closer or further, or can I weasel my way to it here? Or am I better off popping ahead an orbit or two? That is the question. Oh, wow. I think I'm better weaseling it right now. So let's weasel. Let's weasel. A little more prograde maybe. Yeah, I got a lot of fuel. I don't need to be particularly efficient with this. Really being a pain. So I'm just looking at the orange ones. I think that's probably pretty obvious. A little more retro. That's making it worse. How far apart are... Oh, there's my issue. Okay, I'm going to change my plan then. We'll do some orbits. These guys got a lot of food and stuff. Try this again. There we go. Oh my gosh. You do a little bit. Sometimes you get yourself stuck in doing something a certain way, and then you realize, oh, if I just was a smidge smarter, this would be a lot easier. You know what? It's just the plane changes. What would it cost to just get these two orbits to match? It's not that much. Maybe I'll just do that. That might be smarter. Not too much, yeah. Let's do that. There we go. That's what we're going to do. We'll match the planes, and then we'll go for a rendezvous. That'll make our lives easier. So was it a normal or an anti-normal? Normal. There we go. Anti-normal, silly. All right. Then we got to see how our... Where's our alarm clock? We'll get back to our gas tanker after this. Once we get these guys generating some science for us. This should make our lives easier. Okay, and now we can just do a regular, normal rendezvous. Ta-da! I was trying to finagle all the plane change stuff, and it's just like, no, just do it the easy way. Stop being silly. Where's our 9? Yeah. Okay, 6 kilometer, 5 kilometer, 4 kilometer, 3 kilometer, 2 kilometer, 1 kilometer, 200 meters. I saw 100 meters. There we go. Okay, that burn's coming up in 34 minutes. All right. And there we are. Okay, and this should be just prograde, right? Sure thing. Yep. Oh, I can level these folks up in the science lab too. I just realized that. We got some leveling to do. You know what? I should just shut down 2 of these engines because my thrust to weight's really high. There we go. That's a simple way to deal with that. A little RCS to finish this off. Ooh, I saw 170 meters. There we go. Nice. Okay. And we'll be at our station in 23 minutes. Hello there, Elena. How are you? Trying to read the chat more now that the landing is done with. It's always during that landing. That's the wrong time to try and get me to talk to you. I am really concentrating on just getting down onto the surface safely. Okay, let's put this on retrograde. Comes our station. Still a couple minutes away. Oh, going through the render pause. Come on. There it is. Nothing like sticking things to an asteroid to make your game run more slowly. Okay, we're about a minute away. Start reducing that velocity. What are we doing? Well, these folks just landed down there on the surface of the moon, and they are bringing up a surface sample to be analyzed in the science lab here. So that is numero one thing that's happening. I also have a gas tanker, which is going to make the rounds between a couple of different vessels, ending also at this station. And part of the gas tanker's job is to refuel this lander. So, a few things going on. Well, thank you, Astrovic. I'm glad that the videos help. I'm really, really curious when KSP2 comes out. One of the things I'm the most curious about, in fact, is how is it going to handle the kind of tutorial aspect of it? Is it going to be a lot? I know the developers have said that they want to make it more of an in-game thing, you know, that the game teaches you what to do as opposed to just kind of fumbling away through it. Now there's clearly a fine line to all of that, because honestly fumbling and failing and learning is definitely part of the experience of this game, so you don't want to do too much hand holding instead of hold handing. But I think this game is definitely on the not hand-holding end of things. Why did I put the docking port on the side? Because it looks good. I like it. I had to put lights on top. That's where it went. Actually, the 2.5 meter docking port doesn't, I think, look right on this capsule on the top. Oh, I should slow down. I should really slow down. So I think it looks better on the side. That's really the reason. Okay, let's get over to the station. We're going to dock over here. The opposite side of where we're coming in, of course. Like, that's just the way it always works, isn't it? Set that as a target. Okay, slow down some more. Come on, slow down. That anymore. Okay, so we should become a little bit, should be now coming over top of our docking port here based on this, unless I've read this all wrong, which of course is entirely possible. So let's do a little time warping here. Might do a little shutdown right here at the end. Yeah, we're coming over top. Don't hit the rock. Off a little bit more speed. Okay, now we can shut down engines. This one and this one. And control from here. And reorient all of this stuff. Where is my... There we are. Okay, let's get down there. I've got the RCS turned way down, even though these are the like really big ones on top here. It's because I only put the little ones on the bottom, so it's hard to even see the I can get it out, the jets. We're looking for that target icon up here. I think I see it. Oh, moving now in the right direction. Oh, I'm coming over the pole at the same time. That doesn't help. Getting the old camera move around there. Coming in a little bit slowly, but better slow and cautious, I think. There we are. Okay, we're there. All right, so what we got to do, let's work this out here and get this science lab. So we got to transfer our data over to here, right? So maybe we just need to so we got a oh, maybe it doesn't need, maybe it's being done already. Let's see. Auto. See, I got a how's this work? Because this doesn't work. The mobile processing lab does not work the same way with Kerbalism as it does in the stock game. All it does is, okay, we can level up our crew. Why don't I do that? There we go. So now we get some, that's something I know how to do. Let's transfer. Oh, we don't have any scientists in there. So let's, who was our Hector? Let's transfer over our scientists. Hector should go into the science lab and, okay. Lieutenant Kim can go in here. But Hector didn't move. Transfer Hector. There. Okay, I think it's right now. So Hector and Mac the G should be both in the science lab. I do have a surface sample. It is still in the... Do I have to actually do it via AVA? I shouldn't have to. I should not have to. Ah, there we go. Okay. So the surface sample is now being analyzed and turned into science. That's what it does. So instead of having to bring it all the way back to the KSC, that's what the lab does in Kerbalism, and that's basically all that it does in Kerbalism. So right now you can see it up here. We're generating science. We can transmit this science. Now, I ran into an issue when I was doing this around Minmus with... the transmission speed not being nearly enough and the data here like getting full. Like I was running out of space. Does it tell me how much space I here, still got 100% available, but I was running out of space with all the science that was. But what I realized afterwards is what the game does when deciding upon the transmission speed is it goes by the slowest active antenna on the vessel. And although this station does have somewhere, I think, a pretty decent antenna hiding somewhere, I don't know where I put it. Oh, right here. There it is. So let's activate that. But what I think I also need to do is deactivate all of these communitrons that I have just kind of hanging around. Now, can I do that from here? I believe I can. So retract, 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 retract. Oh, this is convenient. Yes. So I want to retract all of these slower antennas. Oh, I just retracted the big one. And that should up my... I'm going to put this to the test. Okay, so here's the big one. And I can see from here that all the other antennas... If I scroll down, I don't think there are any more for me to turn off. No, they're just lights down there, solar panels, and then life support stuff, which I don't obviously want to mess with. Stop that. And according to this... I think it tells me what my transmission speed is. I'm transmitting at 9 kilobytes per second. So by my theory, if I turn on one of these communitrons, the slower ones, now my data speed has gone to 9 kilobytes per second. So there you go. I am completely not knowing what I'm talking about. I thought that would speed it up, but I'm wrong. Okay. I'm being told I can't toggle them. I'm not sure what that's in reference to, but they are all toggled off. The only antenna on now is this big dish antenna. So maybe when I get some better relays involved, I get this 9 kilobytes per second higher. And with that kind of in mind, I'm going to jump over to that tanker ship and see if I can do something about getting those relays going. Well, thanks, Benjamin, for the nice comments on the tutorials, but there's no way you got KSP2 unless you got something happening that the rest of us aren't aware of. Okay, let's time warp and cross the SOI here, and let's start fiddling with them relays. That's the next part of this. Oh, he got KSP 2 weeks ago. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's funny. Sorry. Alright, where are we? Here we are. We're just crossing into the SOI. My ability to read is pretty limited. Okay. Oh, what's this? Oh, Minmus. Okay, whoa. Time warp off. Minmus resource scan done. Okay, let's keep that going. I gotta check on that and find out what's going on with that. Are we in the moon's SOI yet? We are not. Okay, so let's get onto the moon's SOI. Okay, there we are. Let's check on that Minmus resource scanner. So if I open up my science archive and go to Minmus resource. Oh, I know what that. Yeah, okay, I know. That's a ScanSat thingamajob, right? Trying to think what that was about. Minmus resource scan done. Oh, so long ago. I obviously made sense to me before. I'm thinking it may be a gravity scan or something like that. I don't know. I'm gonna deal with it later. I'll think about it later. Right now, I'm gonna keep that alarm. I won't delete it, and I'll figure out what that was in reference to. So we are coming in here, and I think I need to just bring up my periapsis just a smidge here. Yeah, I think I do. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a maneuver here. Focus this on the moon. So I'm looking, I want to bring this trajectory northwards, but it isn't going to be much. So just like that. And actually you can see when you get it right because the AN will be right where the close encounter indicator is. Like that. Maybe a little bit radially in. Not much, though. And then this is where we're going to go for our rendezvous. Right about here. Well, I think that's about it. Now, this can probably be handled purely with RCS, so all I'm going to do is put this onto the maneuver node. So that just gives me a direction to thrust. And then I'm just going to put on RCS and do some puffs. That's it. I can't imagine this is going to be much. So, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. How's that look? Maybe off a bit? I think I overdid it a little bit. Yeah, I did. I want that AN right there. That's it. That's perfect. Okay, now, this is where we're going to go for our rendezvous. So it's a little bit... The ideal place to make a rendezvous in an elliptical orbit is right at periapsis, but unfortunately that's not in the card. So we're just going to have to go for it here. We're going to have to get a capture. There we are. And then see if we can bring this down and get ourselves an encounter right there at that AN. I might not make it. Nope. So I got to go back out again. That's okay. Just gonna play a little bit with this. Just get that close encounter as close as I can. And then we'll explain kind of what's going on. I see a 1 kilometer separation. That's good enough. So what's happening here is we're going to come in, we're going to do the burn, we're going to go into this elliptical orbit, and then that will have us rendezvousing here. Our relative speed's only 35 meters per second when we meet our target, so that's not so bad. Okay. Hey there, Javier. Hey there, Rob. Nice. Glad to see ya. Okay, 8-second burn. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Let's get out KOS. Lots of ignitions, lots of ignitions. Good stuff. Okay, we'll do a quick save. This onto here, here, and let's get down there. Do this capture. Coronal mass ejection is on the way. That's life. So it's warning us about that. It's going to be here in 3 hours and 51 minutes. I'll have to keep an eye on that. I found in my previous game... Sorry, let me just run this. Signal lost. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. How did that happen? Oh, do I not have my antenna? Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh. Okay, that's bad. That is on me. I forgot to raise that antenna. I thought I had that set to go automatically. Clearly something went wrong there. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So, where are my relays? I do have relays everywhere. It's only working off the antenna that's in the probe body, which isn't 0. But unfortunately, we're on our way out of here. Oh, shoot. I'm a little surprised I'm not... Electric charge is good. Just cheat it. I'm not going to cheat it. But this is really a bad time for this to be happening. Okay, we're already past when the maneuver was supposed to occur. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Okay, we're gonna have to get this. Oh my gosh, I don't want to launch another whole fuel barge. I'm a little surprised I don't have a signal. I honestly am. That we're not picking up like a... Well, this relay's not picking up... What is going on here? I think these relays are dead or something. Like, I don't see any communication lines. Are these relays just not working? Here's us. Oh my gosh, what is going on? Like, I don't see any communication lines going to these relays. Why would that be? Oh! Or the internal tent are just too weak. Yeah, that could be. But I would think you would see... Like, when I put on all links... Oh, it's just not showing it to any relays. I don't know. I might have just lost this probe. I hate to say it, but I might have just lost this. Shoot. Like, I have no signal. And we are now exiting the moon's SOI. Shoot! I can't even delete this offending maneuver node. Oh, man! There's a storm icon on the vehicle. Could that do it? Yeah, there is a solar storm. Is that disrupting communications? I don't think it works that way. Let's go to the end of the storm. It was the frickin' storm! The frickin' sun! You bastard! The sun was disrupting communications! Oh no! Oh, this whole thing is jinxed. Okay, I can at least extend this thing now. Right? Should have control. Why is I'm not given the option to extend that? Oh, I'm still time warping. Oh no! No, 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 no! Okay, these are still going too. Oh my gosh. Why does life have to do this to me? Okay, put it on lock. Oh no. As soon as I took it off time warp, those engines fired up because KOS... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're extending that antenna. Let's get that out of the way. So that was a solar storm. The solar storm disrupted communications. I don't know if that's something that's new. I've never had that happen before. Okay, we're under control. What on earth is happening here, though? Okay, we might... Oh, frickin' heck. Okay, this is now off. What's KOS doing to me? Program's ended. Okay, so that's done. Okay, let's get our engines under some control here. So we can now activate this. Yeah, and we don't have... I have no idea how much fuel I just killed there. Okay. Well, that was fun. I still have 797 meters per second of delta V left. I'm hoping that's okay. Oh. Frickin' heck. Okay, so... Well, we're now... At least we're not eject... Oh my gosh, look at our inclination, too. It's a little messed up. So the question is, should I go for another moon encounter? Or should I just abandon this whole thing? I mean, that's really the question. And just launch another one. What time we got? We're at 1:24. Those relays are like jinxed. Okay. This is not coming out to, like, as we come around again. I'm not hitting the moon right. So let's pop ahead in orbit. See if that helps. That doesn't. That doesn't. There's something. So there's a moon encounter again. Oh, what joy. Okay, there's my trajectory coming in. Okay, I think actually the first thing is I do think, yeah, my inclination got messed up by that. So probably the first thing I should be doing is fixing up this inclination. Okay, let's delete that node. I thought I told you to go away. Go away. There we go. Okay. Go away. I don't know. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. So, oh, right around where we are. Okay, let's do this. This is the... Sorry, we're almost at the descent. We're just past the ascending node. So let's go anti-normal right now. And see if we can not do a lot right here to fix this inclination up. That's pretty good. 0.1 degrees. Okay, now we should be able to finagle ourselves a moon encounter. So again, periapsis here. Moon is a target. Start. Okay, pop ahead in orbit. That's pretty close. Come on, it was there for a second. I was thinking about it. There it is. Okay. Focus our view on the moon. That's a hit. That is a kerschmuck. Barely. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I got me an idea. What I'm worried about, okay, I think I got an encounter coming up here. It's just very, very confused as to when that encounter, I'm going to live with this here. So what I'm confused about, this is an encounter, I know it's hitting the moon, but what I'm concerned about is this vessel was supposed to rendezvous with the relays, then change its inclination, and then rendezvous with the station. And with all of that fuel that I just burned, I'm thinking that I might not have that. So I'm thinking what might be the better plan is to abandon the relays for now entirely. There we go. Just abandon the relays. That's not what I meant to do. Abandon the relays. There we go. Go for the station. Then that way, let me get this out. I should have the fuel to rendezvous with the station. This thing has a ton of oxidizer. The only fuel that's for the relays is this little probe here at the top. And then what I can do is launch a second rocket that only is going to launch this little... That will be a tiny little rocket. It will go and connect to the relays. So that's kind of my thoughts. Is abandon the relay idea and just get this thing to the station so it can fuel up the lander. So this burn's coming up in 7 days and 5 hours. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set an alarm. Give me 5 minutes warning. And we're going to go back to the Space Center. I'm hoping that makes sense. I'm just really concerned that if I go to the relays first, that I'm going to run out of fuel before I get to the station. And I got this great big giant useless tank of oxidizer that's just useless. But if I go to the station first, get all that there, and then build a tiny itty bitty little probe to go back to the relays. That's my idea. So we're going to take that thing, we're going to just scale it down a ton. And by a ton, I mean a ton. That's the plan. Flying by the seat of our pants, as per usual. The solar crack. I think that's a new thing with Kerbalism. I don't recall that ever happening before, a solar storm disrupting communications. And as I say that, it makes 100% sense that that could be a problem. So, you know, it does make sense. Anyway, this is the thing that just flew. So what we're going to do is we're going to take off everything except for this here. You know what? We don't need this big nose going on. This is going to be itsy bitsy, teeny weenies, little itty bitty. Yeah. So I'm going to make that. Whoops. That's the I want to make this the root part and lose. Why am I being like this? Okay, maybe make this the root part. There we go. And lose all that. There we go. So all of that's gone. This bit of fuels just got to get to that relay. That's it. So we're not talking a lot here. So let's make a little probe out of this. This is going to be such a teeny tiny thingy. There we go. Put on a little probodyne on there. We'll put on the HAL scriptable control surface or thingy. Boot files in there. We are going to need some reaction wheels, but just the little ones. Even with the little ones, I think this thing will be over torqued. There it is. I'm going to turn down the wheel authority to like 25% because there's no way even that I think is going to be a lot. This is turned off. Yeah, I got to get that fuel there. Some solar panels. There we go. Batteries. That should be enough. I'm not putting a heck of a lot of thought into this. Okay, so this thing's gonna rendezvous with those relays. I don't... That's all it's gotta do. So I don't have a budget. 860 to get to the moon, 280. 860 and 280 is 940. Let's call it 1,000 meters per second. Kilometer per second should be more than enough to do this. This shouldn't be much. What happens if I just put another Oscar here on the bottom with like an ant? What's that do for me? There's 1,160. Let's give it a little bit more of a TWR, maybe a couple of spiders. Maybe 3 spiders. 900. Yeah. You know what? These are, get out of the way. 2 kilonewtons. Those are 16 kilonewtons. What's the pug again? 20. Let's go with 4 spiders. Here. Got, yeah, that. Then we got the Oscar A fuel can, and then 4 spiders. What's that do for me? That's 3 spiders, silly. 4 spiders. Oh no, I got a better idea. Sorry, I got a better idea. Better plan. Better plan. Put that on here. Add another 1,000 to it, and it can deal with the top part of the ascent. Oh, do I need? Yes, I'm going to need a bit of monoprop too, but we'll deal with that. Little tiny fuel can. Like you. This might be too much already. And then like a pug on the bottom of that. Oh, that might be nice. Is this 20 kilonewtons? A little structural bit. There we go. Throw that away. That's a probe. Okay, I need a bit of monopropellant and some RCS thrusters on here. So back to here. What are one of these? One of these have got when I say a bit, I mean like a bit. What happens if I put on just one of these and edit the tank? And change that to monopropellant. That's 10 units of monopropellant. That's fine. That's going to be just duckiness. Okay, so we're going to stick you right in there. I don't like that. Okay, that's just personal. I don't like it. Don't like it. Don't like it. Maybe change the root part to the probe body. Put you there. Yeah, I'll put it there, there, there. Kind of hide that a little bit. Okay. So that's 1648. 1.6. I can put on a little bit more fuel. I want to put on a lot more fuel. I snuck an Oscar A in here. Get this up around 2,000. Oscar B. Oh, look at that. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. So, I think that's like... Let's go through my checklist here. There's no fine print. Have control. Let's configure the probe body. Don't need to be doing any of the science. Configure unmanned experiments. Just turn them all off. Save ourselves a little bit of weight. KOS has been done. Probe's been configured. Science are irrelevant. Power generation is there. Electrical storage is there. Antenna strength. Doesn't even have an antenna. So that would be a good idea. There we go. Antenna speed doesn't matter. Data storage doesn't matter. Propulsion I'm good with. Oh, I need RCS thruster blocks. RCS thruster blocks. We're clearly going to be using the little bitsy ones. Where are the little teeny wee... Oh, they're already arranged by mass. So these little fellas right here. 4 like that. 4 up here. Sure. Maybe take these batteries down a little bit so they're a little clear of this. Maybe move these guys up. Okay. Maybe this comes down. Where's RCS build aid? I'm looking at the torque number here. 0.041 kilonewton meters, and that's fine. Okay, RCS build aid done its trick. Okay, so that's good. Toggle this. Actually, sorry, one of the things that's going to happen is almost all this fuel is going to be gone by the time I'm using it. So let's do that again. Oops, this one. Now I have them moving up, moving on up. There we go. Okay, RCS build aid off. Okay. And let's see here. So that's RCS. Oh, why is my Delta V so crappy suddenly? What happened there? Oh, because I did that. That would make perfect sense. Okay, RCS is done with. Parachutes don't care. That don't care. Some lights. Yeah. Some blinky lights. Just like here. Everything's on 4-way symmetry, so we'll stick with that. Tweak them to orange. Blink on. That's good enough. Okay. Do I want them gray instead of black? Sure. All right. Lights are taken care of. Upgrades. How many ignitions are on this fella? 17. Yeah, let's upgrade it. 31. Thrust to weight ratio. Oh, I still got to build the whole thing that's going to go on this. Okay, so this is good. All right, let's put a nose cone on the top. So this is, yeah, so we got to get an upside. What is this? This is that's the grabber unit. And then under that I have, yeah, I know what I'm going to do. Okay, so we're going to put on a 1.25 meter fairing base. This is going to go straight down. Oh, does I have to clear these batteries? Shoot. Batteries are in the way. Close fairing. Beautiful. Okay. 3 parts. Up the force. Clamshell deploy. Take it out of the staging. And we're going to put a little nose cone on the top. Oh, and I also need a Separatron to blow away that. There. Oh, I'm getting spastic now. Come on. There we go. Oh. In too much of a hurry. Okay, we'll turn the fuel to almost 0, and then that can go on. Let's get into action groups. Action group 5 is going to be to deploy this fairing. Oh, I need silly person. That's not going to decouple without a decoupler. Where's the little one? That's the little one. Come on, I saw it there, close. Okay. There. Okay, get back to action groups now. So that fairing will deploy, this decoupler will decouple, and this little Separatron will fire. There we are. And on action group 0, deploy this antenna. Okay, there we go. We've got to put a booster under it. So, what do I need all told? I said about 1,030, 4,600 meters per second. Well, this is all on funny order. That goes there. That goes up with that. Yep. Actually, take that decoupler and take it out of the staging. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna. The numbers seem funny, but I'm gonna trust them. Okay. Let's see. What's the mass of this thing? 1.8 tons. Get into our booster collection. Arrange them by cost and take a look for something that can lift about, can be even less than that. Like seriously, this isn't going to be much, but you. That's already too, I don't think I need this much. I think my smallest booster right here. How are you going to work? I think it's going to be fine. That's just that. That's at the top. Atmo. If this must be turned right down. Ooh, it's not. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. Okay. I go for it. The very old booster, but it should be able to do the trick. I just want to clean up this little bit in here. Oh, and now I can show people I did figure out. Whoops. Take this off. Actually, wait. I did figure out engine plates. Eventually. It was a couple of streams ago. I'm going to take this off. I do have a the smaller end, this engine plate. Yeah, that goes there. That goes there. Let's change the. Yeah, just like that. I think so. Just like that. And then this guy should be just like that. Nope. Oh, it's way down here? Oh, but that. Okay, forget that. Oh, wait, but you can adjust that. That's right. And then you can adjust this. I hope that's not the shortest one. There we go. Beautiful. That cleans that up nice. Okay. So, fix up the staging here. That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. This is Insto Rocket. Insto Rocket to the moon. Just adjusting that launch thrust to weight ratio. I'm hoping this is good. So that's been fairing deploy has been taken care of. Smart parts. There's no smart part on there. Nope. So control, get a DrainX McJob. That one. Put it on the tank here. That should drain once the liquid fuel is done. So otherwise, this should be. These are all full. That's all I'm checking. I think we're good. The mini tanker. There we go. Just got suggested a name. It is the mini gas tanker. Okay, I am just going to do this. I mean, this thing costs only 18,000 Kerb bucks, so if it, you know, whatever happens, I'm comfortable with. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get into orbit, and then we'll call it. We'll see if this thing works. So, no testing, no nothing, just launching. That's the grabber unit on the top. Yes, that the grabber unit is necessary because the relay vehicle does not have a docking port. So that's how I can transfer over the fuel, is with the grabber unit. So that is a way of connecting vessels together for fuel transfer, even if you don't have docking port. So run, launch. Again, this is untested, and the last time I ran something untested on this stream, it blew up virtually immediately. Let's see if this one does any better. So that's a good start. No revert to the VAB. No, if things go wrong, they just go wrong. But there are no Kerbals aboard, and it only costs 18,000 Kerb bucks. So I'm not going to be upset if this comes to a sticky end. I got a note. What the heck is this? Conduct a high-resolution survey scan of Minmus. All right. Okay. So that was that. Okay, that must have been that notification I got. Nicey nice. I think I know why I had that. Okay. Let me open this up. I can delete this. I know why. I know why that's there, I think. Because ScanSat and Kerbalism have a history of not really getting along. And probably I had that contract, and then I put an alarm, and I said if I don't really get the science from it, I'm just going to cheat the contract. But clearly I got the contract, and I think that's why I had the alarm. Yes, being asked about Kerbal operating system. That is this thing. It is a programming environment. I have a launch script that I wrote over a period of a long time that I've been continually tweaking. But it's nice to just run launch and just go. I sometimes get people asking me, like, why don't you just use McJeb? I actually enjoy the process of flying, which obviously I'm not doing right now, but then I feel justified in not in using the launch script because I wrote the launch script. So that makes me feel good about it. And, you know, I'm not a coding master. I know there are people that do stuff with KOS that's just beyond belief. I'm purely a functional, get the job done type of guy. But KOS is what's taking care of the launch. You've also seen me use KOS for things like the executing maneuver nodes. It does that for me. All right, this is going pretty decently. Okay, we're locking onto prograde. We're at 40 kilometers. At 50 kilometers, it should stage the fairing and lose this nose cone bit at the top. And yep. And we still got 400 meters per second left in this lower stage. And we're going to be on the little guy on the top here. Okay, so about to lose a fairing. There goes that. And clearly that didn't work. What happened there? Okay. I don't know what happened there. Something's glitched up top here. To figure that out in a little bit. If this is... Oh, that was supposed to happen. Something... fart. There is an option here that says jettison. Let's push it. Oh, I think I did. This is not good. Because clearly I can't use this grabber if that nose cone is in the way. Ah, dear, oh dear. This might be a problem. If I can't get this off, it's always something stupid, isn't it? I'm not quite sure what's... It's something... I think it's somehow... Maybe I connected it not... I think I didn't connect it by the decoupler. It might be connected by the Sepratron. Or something like that. That's what I'm thinking. Kraken's holding the part down. Yeah, I think this is a problem because I don't see how I'm supposed to use this with this in the way. And I think that is firmly attached, unfortunately. Yeah, I think it's connected by the... I think the decoupler decoupled, but something is still connected there. So I'll have to just figure it's just not quite connected right. I wouldn't call it a Kraken. It was just, you know, this is bolted to the wrong part. It's a manufacturing defect. I don't know if I'd call this one a Kraken. I don't think I'd call either of them a Kraken. I'm being told this is 2 Kraken strikes. This is a manufacturing default. You know, I bolted the decoupler to the wrong thing. That's the way I'm going to interpret that. The Solar Storm, I wouldn't call a Kraken thing. That thing happened by design. Yeah, Wolfie's saying this operator error. It is. Someone in the VAB is getting fired over this one. But I don't think this thing is... I mean, it's going to reach orbit. It's flying. It's still got... you know, 1,270 something meters per second. It just reached orbit. It's clearly got the Delta V it needs to do the mission. Everything is great. The only thing that's the problem is this bit of stupidity. So, unfortunately, what I think I'm going to have to do is just deorbit this guy. And just, there we go. Just doing that. Just spin it around. We'll crash it back down onto somebody's house. But in the meantime, I think I'm going to be calling this stream and drawing it to a close. So we'll start next week by launching this thing. I also have that tank of oxidizer out there somewhere orbiting Kerbin. Somehow we got to get that to the OHC station. Oh my gosh, and who knows what else I'm going to get up to. But all of that is going to have to be for next week. So in the meantime, I want to thank everybody in the chat. I want to thank everybody who's watching this at a later date. And of course, as always, a very special and sincere thank you to all of my Patreon patrons and YouTube members who continually support this channel. Have yourself a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you all next Thursday. Bye, everybody.